Ready to go? All right, great. Good evening. Welcome to Eastview High School. Welcome to the Performing Arts Center. I'm Rich Berggren, one of 4 band directors at Eastview High School, with my colleague Ben Harloff, Matt Gullickson, and Angela Wyatt. I want to wish you that warm welcome. If this is your first time in our Performing Arts Center, thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully this won't be the last time that you're here. They're ready to go. So I'm going to ask you to give us a warm welcome to Sara, Ms. Frieske, who will be performing the first number on the concert.
Hello? All right. As we get ready for our last song, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to some people that made this night possible. For us Scott Highlands students and families, isn't it nice to be on a stage and sit in real seats? And we have, stage lighting and oversized podiums. That's a joke. Thank you. It's nice to be here. It's been a few years since we've gotten outside of Scott Highlands, just due to the circumstances the last few years. But we always like to come play at the high schools that these students will be attending next year. And I'm looking forward to hearing what the Eastview Wind Symphony sounds like. For you 8th graders, again, that'll be a chance for you to see what might be possible in the next 4 years, whether you're going to Eastview or Rosemount. Thank you to Scott Highlands administration. They are so supportive of all the arts, and they allow us to take students out of class for lessons, rehearsals. This afternoon we came over to Eastview to rehearse on this stage, so they allowed us to come over that time and paid for the busing. So thank you so much for Scott Highlands administration. Thank you to the staff at Scott Highlands as well, again, for allowing these students out of class for band lessons and being supportive of the arts. I'd like to thank my colleagues, Sara, Frieske, Joel Firchow, and Sophie Koehler, who's at Falcon Ridge tonight doing some concerts over there. Thank you to all staff at Scott Highlands and my band colleagues as well. Thank you to you parents. Thinking back to 5th grade, some of the sounds that you heard, it sounds a little different today. So thank you for being supportive of your student and encouraging them to practice and buying reeds and taking them to concerts and things outside of school. It would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And thank you to you students. Hopefully you enjoyed your time at Scott Highlands. We still have one more concert, but hopefully you've enjoyed your time thus far. And as you listen to the Eastview Wind Symphony, I hope you consider continuing playing your instrument beyond high school as well. So thank you to you. Like I mentioned, it's been a challenging few years, so I'm just happy to be here with you tonight. Thank you. All right, we're going to conclude with a fun selection called Winter Wonderland. Thank you again.
Once again, my name is Rich Berggren. The students you see on stage behind me are part of the Eastview Wind Symphony. We're 2 sophomores, 29 juniors, and 31 seniors, the finest instrumental musicians that we have at Eastview High School. We're super happy to play for you tonight. We're super happy that you're here. It's great for us to have an audience. It's what we do. It's what we love to do, and it's more special because you're here. Congratulations, 8th grade, on a great performance. I really enjoyed your professionalism, your organization, your sound, and the way you played together. Great job. We hope you enjoy our concert. We have some program notes. One of the assignments for Wind Symphony is for each student to select a piece on our concert and choose one to do a little bit of background research on and to write what we call a program note. And Natalie Weiss from our clarinet section is going to share a program note about our first number.
This piece was created for the Star Wars series The Mandalorian and was composed by Ludwig Göransson, the same musical genius behind the production of the song Redbone by Childish Gambino. The original recording of the Mandalorian song was created with many tangible instruments such as the guitar, piano, drums, and most importantly, the bass recorder for the chilling melody created in the beginning of the original piece. Given about a month to produce a theme song for the series, Göransson stepped away from the computer and locked himself into a room full of these instruments with the intention of generating the same feelings that he experienced as a child when watching Star Wars and listening to the score. With this band arrangement of the piece, we hope to portray the same mystifying and powerful energy that Göransson had intended.
Alex Chen from our alto saxophone section has a few words for you.
The oldest selection from our winter performance is O Magnum Mysterium. Originally a responsorial chant, O Magnum Mysterium, which translates to O Great Mystery, has been subject to many recompositions over the years. O Magnum Mysterium saw a surge in popularity during the Renaissance and again in the 20th century. The most notable recent and popular setting of this piece came from Morten Lauridsen on Christmas of 1994. Prior to his work in music, Lauridsen worked as a Forest Service firefighter. He remained stationed alone for 10 weeks, isolated by the vast forests of the Pacific Northwest. This was a significant period of reflection for Lauridsen, causing him to pursue music to be a larger part of his life. As a motet for choir, there may be some confusion as to how a wind ensemble could be performing this piece. Can instruments really recreate the emotional and ethereal nature of voice? For conductor H. Robert Reynolds, the answer is yes. The current piece being performed today is an arrangement of Lauridsen's setting by Reynolds. Both musicians are longtime teachers at USC, and their combined efforts have resulted in the performance being presented here today.
Well, I hope that's about the prettiest thing you've ever heard, at least this week. Musicianship is a funny thing. In 2 years, some of you could be on this stage. In 3 years, 4 years, I hope many of you are. And if not here, then at Apple Valley High School or at Rosemont High School. There's a lot to do in our district and high school band. One thing I'm really proud of is the AAA philosophy that each school, I think, embodies so much. And that's what makes our district great. You guys maybe don't know that the seats you're sitting on tonight, this is the second band concert. They were installed over winter break. And while it's great to have the support to purchase these and through capital outlay and put them in, and the interest to support our artistic community, what I think is the most telling and most incredible aspect of this is that in under 30 years, we wore them out. You wore them out. This community wore them out. And I'm super proud of that. That's right. What's the AAA philosophy? AAA philosophy is what you guys are thinking about right now. When I go to high school, what am I going to do? Athletics, academics, and arts are the 3 A's. People on stage, if I ask, I'm going to ask them, how many of you have done honors courses and 3 or more AP classes? Stand up. Yeah. How about students in Wind Symphony who have done at least one sport while you've been in high school? Stay standing. Yeah, a lot of athletes. And the other arts, of course, I hope we've convinced you that we're artists. We're working on it. But even beyond band, if you've participated in speech or debate or an artistic activity, theater, choir, would you stand or remain standing? Yeah. Thank you, guys. So I just do this to highlight that you can fit these activities into your schedule, and we encourage you to do so. If it's not band, find an art that you can pursue, because arts, athletics, which keep your body healthy, and academics, which are the most important thing for you to grow as a young student, you can get all 3 at all of our wonderful high schools in District 196. If you are a parent of a student who's going to be coming over to Eastview, you can go to the Eastview Band's website. You can do it on your phone right now if you'd like. And we've put on that homepage information for new students. It's an overview of our program. There's a lot more if you navigate through the page. It's a really well-maintained page by my colleagues. And there's information in there, too, about how you could build a schedule freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. And you can see how many elective choices that you would have, even including something like band or choir, something that takes a full year. Think about, 8th graders, think about, we meet every day. If we did that for 2 years, you will be better. You will get better, and you will be on this stage, and you will earn your spot up here. And I look forward to that today. I have every hope, after hearing you tonight, that you will be a great part of this Wind Symphony or a great part of the wonderful bands across the district here. Thank you for listening to me talk about it. It's important to us, and I hope it's important to you, too. Our next piece is really unique. I'm going to invite Mary Koehler to talk a little bit about Pale Blue on Deep.
We've all heard pieces of music that paint a picture, but what does that really mean? How can notes on a staff evoke such vivid mental images in the listener? For our piece, Pale Blue on Deep, there are a few ways. According to the composer, the piece was inspired by Lake Superior and by the colors of the water and the sky blending at the horizon. A lot of pieces get their color from the various harmonies used, but Pale Blue on Deep also gets much of its color from dissonance. Moments of tension are held out, which can be attributed to waves crashing on the shore or the biting cold of the water before they resolve into the serene harmonies of the still lake and the colors of the horizon. The piece also has many grand and majestic moments reminiscent of the depth of Lake Superior and the life within. We've had a great time bringing this piece to life, and we hope you enjoy it.
If you wear a nicer tux jacket than me, you get to read the program note for the last piece. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Kopp.
Our final piece tonight is my personal favorite as a percussionist, as it's a fast and very upbeat song, is entitled Tritch Tratch Polka. And despite the fact that the musical composition was written over 160 years ago, it stands as a beloved work of art, one known by many and loved today. Written by Johann Strauss II in 1858, Tritch Tratch is a polka in the key of A major. It features quick, fluttering woodwind notes and prompt upbeats from the brass section. This musical composition is full of life and energy. Originally written after a tour in Russia, this piece had its feature debut in a concert in Vienna on the 24th of November, 1858. The stylistic choices of the song and its title are loosely references to the English words chit-chat. meaning an informal conversation that is usually held between friends. And it is also speculated that the song has connections to the Viennese passion for gossip and chit-chatty conversations. It is also theorized that the song might be based off of Johann's first wife's poodle name, which was also Trich Trach, which could be coincidence or it could be the inspiration for this song. I hope you guys enjoy Trich Trach.